Good morning. Okay. I just ran across, I was getting ready to get out and start my day. I just ran across some interesting information related to Delphi. Um, and near to my home, yesterday they were working at where they're building a big construction site. I'm sorry, a subdivision. Um, they found human remains buried, and this is near League City, Texas. So they were preparing another home site, and when they began to dig, they found human remains, haven't identified. But if you look at League City, Texas, it used the area used to be called the Killing Fields of Texas, because there were just so many missing girls, whose bodies ended up being found in this area. So it's going to be interesting to see if it's another one of those girls. Um, so I'm going to keep an eye on that because that is very interesting. Okay, so first of all, um, if you have any tips on Abby or Libby, of course, you can call it into the new number 765-822-3535. That's a new tip number that has been put out just in the past week or so. Um, so there was a question once the affidavit was released, and people began reading, and they were going, "Wait a minute. You guys went after this guy and searched his house in 2017, like days after Abby and Libby were killed, right? You found pornography there, child pornography. Now people are saying, what happened? How do you let him go and do nothing in 2000 until 2020?" So he's been in jail now for a year, but the people are up in arms about the fact that he's been free to harm other kids from 2017 to 2020. And their explanation is weak at best. I mean, it's not even approaching sufficient, right? So Indiana State Police has released a statement officially naming Keegan Anthony Klein a suspect in the murders of Abby Williams and Libby German, right? Or not a suspect, but being connected to it. Okay, you can call it a suspect or not, I guess, but the official words are that he is connected to the murders of Abby and Libby. Well, hell yeah, they went to his house 2 days after the murders. Um, why why do we have to wait and release an official statement in the year 2021? That's crazy, right? So the agency, Indiana State Police, they're trying to address why Klein was not arrested on the child exploitation and child porn charges until 2020, because they collected the evidence in 2017. And so, about 4 or 5 days ago, they did their press release seeking the information on Anthony Shots. They came out, they put a handsome young officer up on the screen and said, "Hey, have you guys ever heard of Anthony Shots? Give us a call if you have." So, while the release didn't identify Klein or call him a person of interest, it did say Delphi investigators were seeking information. Okay. So 13 News learned that the release asking for information on Anthony Shots' profile has led to about 500 tips in the past week. On Monday, ISP offered a look into the decision to publicly request information about the account. Indiana has received many media requests since our December 6th press release concerning Anthony. This is their official statement. And eventually the identification of Keegan Klein. Your questions are certainly relevant as they relate to a long, complex, and extremely complicated murder investigation. No, no. People's question is not about the long murder investigation. You guys made the investigation longer by not acting on what you learned. The question was, in 2017, 5 years ago, you went to the guy's house and found child pornography. Says during the last 5 years, we have conducted dozens of secondary investigations based on information we received. One of those investigations included a possession of child pornography case resulting in the arrest of Keegan Klein. The information we have and continue to receive concerning Klein has ebbed and flowed over the last few years. We understand there was a period of time that passed between 2017 and 2020 when Klein was not arrested and incarcerated for possession of child pornography, but he should have been. Once the Indiana State Police presented the criminal case to the Miami County prosecutor in June 2020, immediate action was taken by both the ISP and the Miami prosecutor's office, which ultimately resulted in Klein's arrest. It was 3 years later. That's what everybody is so outraged about. Like so many other pieces of this investigation, we will always review, learn from, and make any necessary adjustments. We do not believe that any person has done anything intentionally wrong, but we will continue to critically evaluate our efforts. Well, you may want to evaluate who it was that made the decision not to arrest him in 2017. That would be my first move, right? Why wasn't he arrested? Well, I have an idea. I have a theory about that. I don't think he was because they had in their mind murders of Abby and Libby. They went to the house looking for proof that Keegan murdered Abby and Libby. That's what they were thinking. How many times do I have to tell you guys? Confirmation bias. Confirmation bias. Confirmation bias. Your brain will only care about what you seek. So when they went in there, they found him because he had liked one of her photographs. They went there and they investigated and went through everything. And what were they seeking? Links to Abby or Libby. That's all they cared about. But nobody stopped to go, oh, wait, hey, look, this guy's got some really disgusting child pornography. I think that's really heavily against the law. Nobody did that. It's the craziest thing. All right. So I wanted to bring that out, put it up, and then move on about my day. Okay. Y'all have a good day. Thanks. And don't let your confirmation bias mess you up. When you go out in the world and you seek your fortune, keep an open mind. Consider all sides, lest you become a victim of your own confirmation bias. All right. Y'all have a great day. Bye.